Mills from Sedgefield, Ashton Mitchell from Golgong, Ryland Mitchell, his brother also from Golgong, and young Sonny Heffernan. They are our junior bull riding contestants here this afternoon. Moving right into the next division, we welcome in our senior competitors, Bailey George, Brax Caban and Judd Thomas, all from Singleton, Wiley Roots from Durango, Flynn Croft from Yarrawick, Chase Whelan from Gympie, Oscar Eastley, Jerry's Plains, Riley Strong from Rockhampton, Lachlan Kemp Bandara, Hunter Ross from Tolago Bay, New Zealand, Brax Butler from 2 Mile Flat, Cody Searle from Willow Tree, Colby Clark from Katingle, Lockie Progress Walker, Nash Goddard from Glendonbrook, Riley Kemp Bandara, as is Cassidy Carlin, Cody Hollis from Tamworth, Brax Lowe from Barraba, and from Serena, Queensland, Ronan Massage, Tarooms Chase Wells, and from Scone, right here in the horse capital, Charlie O'Halloran. Well, as we get set with our final division, 22 competitors in total, and we welcome from Brisbane, Bailey Proctor, Trace Mellors from Gracemere, Eli Dunn from Dubbo, Darcy Wilton from Musselbrook, Cobe Hodgson from Darkin, Western Australia, Caleb Sheehan from Cairns, Jordan Brett from Sawyers Gully, Brandon Stick from the Gold Coast, Billy Fogg from Burrowa, Dylan Taylor from Beechwood, Toby Wilton, Tea Gardens, Max Meredith from Oberon, Jack Jones from Catherine, Caden Haswell from Harrisville, Jaden Martin from Singleton, Liam Burks from Tamworth, Rex Walker from Miriam Vale, Bailey Searle from Willow Tree, Logan George, Singleton, Riley Fox from Glendale, Harry Armage from Rupley, and wrap it up from Gympie, Riley Merrills. How about a big, big round of applause for the Rising Star contenders? Well, this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome to the microphone a very, very close personal friend of mine and our co-host of the Junior Academy, back in the Hunter Valley. Welcome back, Bo Cosgrove.
Thank you. Hey, Scone, are you ready to watch the young guns of the PBR?
Well, Bo, I think we're going to have a little fun here this afternoon. We've got a good crowd. Biggest entries that we have ever seen in the competition, and it's going to come down for these boys vying for the opportunity to get through to the finals, competing for no less than $30,000 in prize money.
Holy.
Doesn't matter what happens to you. Life don't stop. Neither do I.
Set to go with our first contestant in the competition. This should be Bailey Proctor.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting around the other side.
Well, the bullet he's drawn is Sacred Money. You got any sacred money tucked in at home, Bo? You got any sacred money?
Nope.
None at all.
Nope.
Well, we're going to have to back him in to be our first qualified ride. Matesie's home, this young man getting set to ride here this afternoon. Bailey Proctor.
Oh, yeah.
17 years of age. Makes his home in Brisbane. Great to see these young boys that have travelled far and wide to be a part of our competition here this afternoon. Rising Stars is a stepping stone, gives them the opportunity to progress through in this division. Of course, looking for an opportunity.
Oh, yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when the gate cracks, I need you to be as loud as you can here tonight, Scone. ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go into a little bit of cattle battle, if I say so myself, Morgs.
Well, we're going to start down in the Bisley Workwear chute. That's where the action's going to come from as our young competitors go through that preparation. Understanding this is their stepping stone, of course, moving through the rising stars gives them the opportunity at 18 years of age to compete in our high level.
Here we go, Scone! Come on, Scone! Oh yes, Bailey! Go on, Cowboy! Oh yeah!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the young man from Brisbane here this afternoon, Bailey Proctor.
Oh yeah! And 76.5 with an option of a reride. Go. Oh, sorry, no reride. Well now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down to Trace Millers. And he's from Gracemere, Queensland, and he's on what they call Major Laser.
Yeah, that's right. He's riding from the Can-Am bucking chute, one of our partners throughout the competition. From Gracemere, Queensland, the Miller's name, certainly a family we're associated on the PBR Tour. What a great start, 76.75 for Trace.
Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, watch this. Around to the right. Oh yeah, that bull turns back. Hey.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, come on, we're being entertained by some of the real rising stars of our PBR Tour for 2026, Trace Mills.
Whoa, 73.5 points for Trace Millers, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we're getting set to go with our next contestant. It looks like we are going to get ready to go with the cowboy from Dubbo in the central west of New South Wales. This is be Eli Dunn.
And he's on the bull they call Mud Thug, ladies and gentlemen. This cowboy, he's making his debut here. Scone, so let's get those hands clapping, Scone, come on.
Well, he's riding from the snowy River Caravan chute. This little bull that he's drawn, brought to us by the Cliflands Park Roughstock team and the Brit Partnership.
Come on, Scone, let's do this. Whoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, even though he came down early, how about we put our left hand with our right hand?
Well, he was down at 5, 1.87, 1.87. Well, we're about to move on to our next contestant in the competition, sliding down to one of the twin brothers. These boys these days make their home just on the outskirts of Muswellbrook. Cowboy we're going to see is a boy that you've seen quite a bit of, Darcy Wilton.
Oh, yes. The bull's called Senex. Oh, yes, Darcy. Oh, yeah. Hey, Scone, he can hear you now.
Well, that is a nice little bull. We saw Max Meredith ride him down at Hawkesbury back in September of last year for a 69-point score. We will now wait for the numbers to be stacked up by our officials. We, of course, very lucky to have with us Dean Pace and Clayton Lane as our officials. Scores are through.
How about 71 points for Darcy Wilton? 71 points.
Well, let's go with our next competitor all the way from Darkin, Western Australia.
This is Cobra Hodgkin. And he's on the bull they call High Hopes. from Clifford's Park Rough Stop. Hey, let's do this. Whoa.
Well, it's unfortunate for Cobe. He has found his way to the arena a little early in competition. Our good friend and cowboy from Darkin, Western Australia, Cobe Hodson. Well, it's all going to be about the confidence gained here this weekend. A young man a little disappointed for his efforts.
Well, now we're going to go down to Caleb Sheehan, and he's on the ball. They call After Party.
Well, we've got to thank Cooper Vevero, one of our young rising star protection athletes. First ever opportunity.
Hey, let's do this. Around to the right. Oh, yes, Scone. Oh, yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for young Caleb. He's all the way down from Cairns in far north Queensland, a long, long way from home. And that bull called After Party. We saw Cody Sternbeck mark a 75 on him back in Hawkesbury. And tonight we've got a score coming through.
With 73 points for Caleb.
Well, let's put him into about third place in the competition so far, Bo. 73. Well, we can move on to our next competitor in the competition, getting set to go with a young man that joins us from Sawyers Gully here in the Hunter Valley of New South Wales.
Oh, yeah, this is Jordan Brett on Rattle and Hum from the Lazy G Bucking Bulls here, ladies and gentlemen. Sawyers Gully is where this cowboy hangs his hat.
Well, it's good to see so many of these young men, 22 in total, competing in our Rising Stars, and he's riding from the Bisley Workwear chute.
Oh.
Well, unfortunately for Jordan, he was on the ground at 2.27. Okay.
Well, we're going to go down to Brandon Stick from the Gold Coast, ladies and gentlemen. He's on another one from the Lazy G Bucking Bulls. 3-2-5.
Well, this young man's only 16 years of age, Bo. We've got another season up his list of competitors. This is their opportunity. Rising Stars.
From the Can-Am Bucking Chute, let's do this. Whoa.
Well, as once again as our previous competitor did, 3.7 finds himself on the ground in that division, Bo. It's a little disappointing for the young cowboy. Still chasing our progressive leader, Bailey Proctor, the boy from Brisbane, is the current leader, 76.5 points at this early stage. Well, you've seen a lot of this young man in recent times.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is Billy Fogg.
15 years of age from Borowa here in New South Wales.
And he's on the bull they call Spider-Man.
Yeah, last time I saw Billy riding was down at the Orange PBR back in September of last season. 71.5 points on that occasion.
Oi! Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the footwork. Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to move down to our next contestant, Billy Fogg. Now we'll take his opportunity. It looks like we're going to take it down to the Can-Am Bucking Chute, one of our event partners here this weekend.
Oh, yeah. And Billy Fogg is on the bull they call Spider-Man from Clifford's Park Rough Stop and Brit Partnership.
And Bo, if you look your eyes to the big screen, you'll see the preparation that young Billy takes. That bull riding rope in and around across the palm of his hand. Nice and tight. He'll move up in one smooth motion, right up over his pockets. Just going to try and get this bull's attention, get him to look to the gate side. Certainly don't want this bull to take advantage of him early.
No, we don't. Well, here we go. Let's do this, Billy. Come on, Billy. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Come on, Scone. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, I like the way he got up off his pockets on that occasion, Bo. He really stayed forward throughout the power of time throughout that ride. Watch the replay on the big screen. Stays nice and square. His free hand up off his shoulder. Keeping his eyes on the prize as that bull jumps and kicks across the arena. Scores have come through.
72 points. How about for Billy Fogg, though? That was a really good ball underneath him.
Well, we just got to clear that arena before we get set to go with our next competitor. As you can understand, the risk factor in our Rising Star Series is relatively high. We want to eliminate any incidences may happen before it does. So we'll take the bulls from the arena before we get set to go with our very next competitor. Looking forward to a big season, Bo?
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited.
I've got some exciting news for you. This year, you're going to have the pleasure to work with me down at Hawkesbury. Hopefully you'll come down to St Greg's. We're out to Orange. We've got a lot of big events happening this season down south of the Hunter Valley in that Western Sydney region.
Oh, yeah.
You need to keep your focus on Facebook. Keep an eye on the PBR Australia website. Find out where the venues are, and if they're south of this region, I'm generally there, your co-host and co-partner of our Rising Star Series.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I got a bit of a trick here to get Spider-Man out of the arena here. Oh, he might leave. He might leave. Oh, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next cowboy here is going to be Dylan Taylor from Beechwood, and he's on a bull I call Gus.
Well, this young man comes from a little town west of Port Macquarie on the Hastings Valley of New South Wales. Beechwood is a beautiful part on the mid-north coast.
Oh, yeah. Come on, let's go, let's do this. Around to the right, whoop.
Well, that's a little disappointing. The clocks say tonight 2.93. Well, we're going to roll down to chute number 5 by the look of proceedings. And down there, of course, that is our Ariat chute. Partners here this weekend in Scone.
Oh, yeah.
And the cowboy we're going to see
is Toby Wilton from the T-Guns, ladies and gentlemen. And he's drawn a bull they call Inmates. Now, this cowboy only is 40 minutes away if I stand correct.
Well, it was his brother Darcy earlier in this round, 71 points. So he'd like to do a little bit better than his brother, of course, if he's to maintain a little confidence in the family on their journey home tonight. Taking that preparation, getting set. He was one of our stars last season in this division, 16 years of age.
Oh, yeah.
Saw him last season at the Mount Hunter competition, qualified with the 67 points. We qualified at Armidale early on in the season.
Hey, let's do this. Come on. Whoop.
Well,
oh, watch out, Cooper. Watch out, Cooper. Whoop. Oh, watch the footwork, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the footwork. Ladies and gentlemen, how about we give a big round of applause to all those bullfighters in the arena there. Oh, I would go nowhere near that bull Inmate. Well, the next cowboy hails from all the way near Oberon, New South Wales. This is Max Meredith. He's on T-Bones from Cliffix Park and Rough Stock.
Yeah, well, Max is another young boy that we saw quite a bit last season on our Junior Academy program down at Hawkesbury back in September. We saw him qualify with a 69-point score.
Oh, yeah.
Would love to see this young man make his presence felt here this afternoon, but he's got to be better than 76.5 points. Bailey Proctor was out early.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to have a slight change of order here, Bo. We're going to move to Jack Jones from Catherine, right up in the Northern Territory. And it's with great pleasure we welcome these boys from all over Australia and down from the Northern Territory this weekend.
Oh, yeah, and he's on Sid Prime, the bull. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, is everyone having a good time watching the Can-Am Junior Academy here this afternoon? Okay. Who's excited for the PBR this afternoon?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, we've got some real exciting stuff happening here at 7 o'clock. That's when the big guns come to town.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll let you know on a little secret. We have got more former PBR champions at this event than ever before.
Come on, let's do this. Whoa! Come on, Scone, how about you play the man Jack Jones a little respect by putting your left hand with your right hand here this afternoon?
Well, I do believe the officials have given him the option of a re-ride. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you think he should take that re-ride? You bet. Well, what happened, if we had a chance to watch that, the bull stumbled. He went down on his front feet, and under the rules of our PBR competition, it gives him a second lifeline. Another chance to, of course, show his skills in this event. Let's move on to our next competitor.
This is Cade Huswell from Harrisville, Queensland, and he's on the bull they call Blue Thunder, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, at 17 years of age, he's going to stretch his luck from the Can-Am bucking chute. So many contestants, 22 in total here this afternoon.
Come on, let's do this. Whoa! Wow, Blue Thunder is the name of the bull. Blue Thunder, it's not a bull to mess with here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he was big, he was strong, he was bold, he was real tight to the right. That makes it a little tough for the inexperienced young cowboy, Caden Haswell. What he will gain this afternoon is a little self-confidence and respect for his efforts. We'll see him bounce back and, of course, hopefully see him down the road in the next few weeks.
Well, looks like we have one more man to go here. Watch it. Well, we're going to bring out our friend here to help him go back. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you got a friend in the PBR here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the next cowboy to go is Max Meredith from Oberon, New South Wales. He's on the bull they call T-Bone from Cliffix Park Rough Stock.
Well, the livestock have been nothing but exceptional thus far, and we're looking for this young man to make his mark here this afternoon, Bo. We'd love to see him hear that siren sound. One of our more experienced young contestants through the Rising Star Division.
Let's do this. Whoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for Max Meredith. Whoa!
Well, he's certainly wind down this division pretty quickly. We'll just clear the arena. I do believe we've got that one re-ride for the young man from Catherine in the Northern Territory, Jack Jones. Well, Jack's been given that lifeline, that second opportunity to impress here this afternoon. He's going to need to be better than 76.5 if he's to take the lead in the competition. Great to see a big crowd here early. Of course, enjoying our Junior Academy, some of the special occasions for many of these young boys embarking on their professional bull riding career.
Oh yeah, Jack Jones from Northern Territory. He has got a bull I call Got a Bit On. This is this bull's debut.
Well, he's going through that motion, just setting that bull riding rope, warming the glove, burning a little rosin. Burning a little rosin, making it a little sticky, a little tacky.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure about you, but I'm most definitely pumped up with this music here this afternoon. Who's ready to watch one more Rising Stars in section number 1? Let's do this. Around to the right, whoa! Whoa! Got a bit on, got Jack Jones off his back.
Well, man, oh man, he was fierce, he's ferocious, and man, he brought up the game here tonight for the young Northern Territory Cowboy. Strong around to the right, got a little air. Well, that...
Oh, he's doing the moonwalk, whoop. Hang on. Never mind.
Well, if you go to leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see it's Bailey Proctor leading the competition, 76.5. Trace Mellors, the North Queensland boys, 73.5. Caleb Sheehan from Cairns, 73. Billy Fogg from Bora and Darcy Wilton round out the top 5 on 71 points. Now, that's only the first section, Bo. We've got another section of our Rising Stars competition. We're going to load the bulls. We are going to move straight on to the next round of our competition, and it should be the Junior Academy Senior Division.
Everything you'd expect from a Ram, but with a rugged off-road edge. Powered by the all-new Straight 6 Twin Turbo. Boasting an impressive 420 horsepower under the hood, its off-road game is beefed up and built for serious 4x4 performance. With rugged good looks and a sleek interior, you could say the Ram 1500 Rebel is a rebel with a cause. Ram beats everything else for breakfast.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, who's ready to kick off the Senior Division Section 1 here this afternoon?
Well, it certainly is, and we're going to go with one of the Singleton-based boys in Bailey George. 13 years of age, And the bull that he's drawn, have you seen this bull before, Bo?
Oh yeah, this cowboy, he's gave a lot of cowboys a real good shot in the top 5 finishes. He's taken Logan George with 71 points in Tamworth last year.
We also saw Chase Whelan ride him at Nowra down on the south coast. That was back in September last season for a 70-point score. Bailey's one of the more experienced Hunter Valley contestants. He's come through our Pee-wees in our mini divisions. He's set to do battle out of the PBR chute number 6.
Oh yeah, come on, Scone, let's go. Oh yeah, round to the left. Oh yeah, round back to round right. Oh yes. Hey Scone, what do you think about that?
Wow, what a way to start the competition. It's our senior division of mini bull riding.
How about 78 points for Bailey George? Championship points.
Well, he was good out and around to the left initially, but it was back to the right is where he would have scored good points here this afternoon. Nice and square with the upper body, chin nice and tucked.
Oh yeah.
Judges have repaid his faith. Let's move to our next competitor.
This is Brax Caben from Singleton, and he's on the bull they call Goose. Now this cowboy's only 13, and I mean he's put up some big numbers on some rank bulls.
Well, his best score last season was down at Nowra. He rode a bull called Assassin for a 68.5 points to take that division. New bull that he's drawn to the Clifton Park Roughstock Arena. And he will be doing battle down there in the Bisley, I should say, the Monster Energy chute down there in chute number 4.
The gate cracks, come on, Scone. Hey, let's do this. Oh yes. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about you give a big round of applause to Brax Caben here this afternoon.
Well, he'd be a little disappointed. He's on the ground at 5.3, and I know Brax quite well. He'd be a little disappointed, underachieved in this first division of our senior mini bull riding competition.
Well, the next cowboy to go is Judd Thomas. He's only 12 and he's on the bull they call Maverick. And this guy can put up a lot of numbers here this afternoon, Scone. So are you ready to watch some magic happen?
Well, Judd's already won a gold buckle in junior divisions, but senior is a whole different competition. 12 years of age.
Hey, let's what? Whoa! Hey, let's watch him. Whoa! Well, I'm not sure about you, Morgs, but I think that deserves a re-ride.
Well, I'll let you in on a secret, Bo. It's not for you and I to comment, it's for our judges, Dean Pace and Clayton Lane. Let's see what they say, and then we'll pass on the information. We will check it as it comes through, and we will wait from the officials for young Judd Thomas. Well, we'll just have to wait for confirmation from the officials before we progress any further. However, we will get set to go with our next competitor, Wiley Roots.
And he's from Durango, and he's got a bull they call Rampage. This cowboy's only 12 as well. And come on, Scone, let's go. Oh, yes, Wiley. Oh, yes, Wiley. Around to the left. Hey, Scone. How did you like that?
Well, showed all the people of New South Wales and the Hunter Valley what it takes to be a bull rider. His scores have come through. We have some confirmation.
This is 68 points for Wiley Roots. 68 points.
Well, we're going to roll on to our next contestant as they bring this bull back to the unsaddling enclosure. We're going to get set to go with Flynn Guyatt. The bull that he's drawn is called Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the action's going to come down to chute number one. That's the Snowy River Caravan team. So far, leading up, out on top, Bailey George, the Singleton bull rider. He rode Tulio for 78 points in the competition.
Hey, come on, Scone, let's go. Ooh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, even though Flynn came off, how about you give him a big round of applause this afternoon?
Well, big entries, this Junior Academy competition. It's growing bigger and bigger, and if it gets much bigger in entries, we're going to have to come a day early, I think, Bo.
Oh.
So many young bull riders in the PBR Junior Academy. It is becoming a big following from competitors from all states. We've got young Junior Academy riders from the Northern Territory, from Cairns, from Western Australia, all competing here this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to meet a champion here this afternoon? And he goes by the name of Chase Whelan. He was the 2025 Senior Bull Riding Champion, and he's on the bull they call No Satisfaction. Hey, come on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Well,
hey, ladies and gentlemen, I think that cowboy wants to make it 2 World Championships under his title. How about 73 points for Chase Whelan? 73.
Well, that was, you watched the big replay on our screen. Look at his upper body, he's freehand, he's following that bull jump for jump, he's up off his pockets, nice and square, resetting the feet every single move. Solid as he did right throughout the regular season in 2025. Start strong in 2026 with a 73-point mark.
Oh yeah, and this is Oscar Eastley, ladies and gentlemen. He is on the bull they call Grim Reaper. Now this cowboy's from Jerry Plains, New South Wales, and he's only 14 years of age here at Sabo.
Well, we saw this bull ridden down at the Mount Hunter rodeo competition. He qualified there with a 70-point score. He qualified in Corindi, Caboolture, and of course right up as far as Bloomsbury in North Queensland.
Here, let's go. Grim Reaper, Oscar Eastley, let's do this. Whoa. Well, the bull they call Grim Reaper has definitely scared a cowboy or two here this afternoon. How about you give a big round of applause to him, Scone?
I tell you what, we've got to acknowledge those protection athletes, and it's good to see young Cooper Vivero helping out and assisting in our junior academy here this afternoon. It's a great pleasure. We welcome young faces, new people to the sport of protection athletes, and he's one of many. We're going to move our attention down to the PBR chute. That's down in chute number 6.
And this is a cowboy called Riley Strong. Now this is the bull everyone wants to get on, ladies and gentlemen. This is the bull they call Out on Patrol. This cowboy took Chase Wheeler to the pay window in the finals.
Well, I can remember last year at this event, it was back in February 2025, Logan George was 74.5 points on this very same bull.
Hey, come on, let's do it. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about we give a big round of applause to the 4 protection athletes in the arena here this afternoon.
Man, they put their bodies on the line.
They sure do.
1.94 seconds, 1.9 it was on that occasion. Wow. Let's move down. Let's move down to the Ariat chute for our next contestant.
This is Lachlan Camp, and he's on the belay call Nickelback. Now this cowboy, he's only 12, and this is his second event, ladies and gentlemen, and he's on the bull No Cowboy Can Ride. This is the bull they call Nickelback.
Well, you know something, I've seen this little bull at quite a few events last season, Tamworth, Nowra, Orange and Hawkesbury. He has never ever been ridden. Comes with a big reputation, can be a little intimidating for a young 12-year-old, but maybe he is set to rewrite the records here this afternoon. Getting set?
Oh yeah. Who wants to see history, ladies and gentlemen? Who wants to see this cowboy ride this bull here this afternoon? The gate cracks, come on! Oh, he's hanging on to the side of him. Whoa! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. That's the longest I've ever seen anyone ride that bull or attempt to ride that bull.
Well, it's a little disappointing. He was there for 4.74. Not going to be worthy of a score from our officials here this afternoon. 4.74. He goes unridden once again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Hunter Ross hails from all the way from Toluca Bay in New Zealand. And he's on the bull they call Ashtray here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to see this cowboy ride this very bull?
Yeah, we're going to take the action down to chute number 5. It's the Ariat people that bring us our next competitor. Well, he has had success recent times. Hunter Ross, I've seen him at many of the major junior events throughout Eastern Australia. Good to see the competitors flying across the Pacific to be here on the Junior Academy Tour 2026. Going through the final preparation, getting that bull riding rope nice and firm, sliding up into position, easing up off those pockets, one motion.
Hey, let's do this. Hey, come on, Hunter. Oh, yes, Hunter. Oh, yes. Round and right, turns back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about for Hunter Ross here this evening? And the score's coming in. How about 72.5 points? 72.5 points.
Well, that's going to put him down to about third, fourth spot at this point of time, but it's Bailey George out on top, leads the race in the championship with 78 points thus far. Let's move on down to our next competitor down on the PBR chute number 6.
This is Brax Butler, and he's about to tango with a bull they call Rango. This cowboy's 12 from 2 Mile Flat, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, the gate cracks, come on. Oh yeah, round the left, whoa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what about the work of our athletes? Big round of applause from here this afternoon. Young Brax Butler's up on his feet, the boy from 2 Mile Flat. Up and okay tonight. It's all about the experience game.
Oh yeah. town a little far away from here is a town called Willow Tree. Now this is a matchup between Cody Searle and Say When. Hey, let's do this. Up or down and around the left. Oh, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first time that kid rode him was for 73.5. This time it's for 74.5.
Well, that's going to take him up to outright second in the competition here this afternoon. Those 74.5 points, sits in second behind our event leader in Bailey George.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to go down to cowboy they call Kobe Clark. And he's on the bull they call White Ice here this afternoon. And this is another one of the unridables. Whoa.
Well, we're just going to wait for the judge's call on that situation. Colby Clark was the cowboy. We will wait and see what the officials say for the young man. You can see that he is asking the question to our judges and officials here this afternoon, Dean Pace and Clayton Lane. Well, we're going to move on while they negotiate that situation. Lockie Provost will be our next competitor. Eyes on me.
Here's the bull. This cowboy's only 14. This bull has been unridden as well. Come on, Scone, let's make history. Let's make Lockie the first cowboy to ride this bull. They got cracks. Come on, Scone. Up, down, around the left, around the right. Come on, Scone. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, what?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's one of three brothers, young bull riders from out of the Walker region. How about a big round of applause for Lockie here this afternoon? Gets one done for the 8-second ride.
And 71.5 points is the score for Lockie.
Well, I have had some confirmation. Took a little while to come through. We've got confirmation. Judd Thomas from Singleton was awarded a re-ride for Judd Thomas. Well, you recall earlier in the competition that bull just failed to stand up nice and square for him. Brought him down a little early at the chute gate. Judges see that as another opportunity for Judd. He'll take that re-ride very shortly. And the bull that he's drawn is a bull called Freight Train.
Oh, yeah, Judd Thomas hails from Singleton, ladies and gentlemen. This is another one of those unridables here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So if we can get a ride, that will be good. And this cowboy, he's only ridden 6 bulls. 5 out of 6 bulls he's ridden him this last year and coming into this year as well.
Well, he's already been a former junior champion of the PBR Tour. He's won a gold buckle in the Pee Wee Mini division. Now he gets an opportunity rising through the ranks of our senior division. Just not cooperating too good as we look to our aerial view above the bucking chutes. Just trying to get this bull to cooperate a little. Trying to get him stand, allow him to get a leg down either side. Can take a little time in the preparation, Bo.
Oh, yeah, it can.
Tell me, have you ever thought about being a bull rider?
Oh, yes.
You thought about it plenty of times?
Plenty of times.
And what was the decision in the finish?
Well, Mum didn't want me riding anymore, so I started announcing, I guess.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
It's a little safer on this side of the fence, I'll give you that. Well, it looks like Judd's just about ready. Just got to try and get right up over his pockets. Nice and square. Freight train the bull. Now this bull comes with a big record.
Oh, yeah.
Has bucked off some of the best. Chase Whelan took a no score. James Ross, Brax Caban and Billy Brooker.
Hey, let's do this. Whoa.
Wow.
That cowboy just got lawn darted across the arena, ladies and gentlemen. How about we give him a little bit of a pick up here this afternoon, Scone?
Well, as you turn your eyes to the big screen, folks, we've got Bailey George from Singleton leads the race on 78 points. Cody Searle from Willow Tree moves into number 2 with a 74.5. We then go to Chase Whelan, 73. Ross, 72.5. Lockie Provis, 71.5. And rounding out at number 6, Wiley Roots with a score of 68.
Custom designed for your adventures, to take the road less traveled, to discover this land's natural beauty. Engineered and tested for the rugged Australian environment. Experience more with snowy River Caravans.
Well, I'm running like my hands on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired. And I got a message from Colorado straight from Texas, captured most of me, just let me be.
Well, we're set, Bo. What's our next event?
Pee-wee division. And I'm going to say something here was, Morgs, this is going to be the baddest, the biggest, the toughest riders, I think.
Well, we're just going to, you and I are going to have a little meeting after this event, Bo, and
Okay.
our friendship is going to be tested here very shortly. However, we will get through the show before we have that amendment. And, of course, Pee-wee is the youngest of our divisions.
What?
Pee-wee minis.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start it off with Jasper Whelan on Little Bruce. And this cowboy hails from Gympie, Queensland. And this cowboy's only 9 years of age. Now this boy, he's putting up some big scores. Little Bruce is the name of the bull. Hey, let's do this. Hey, whoa.
Well, that's a little disappointing. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, what we do ask here in this age group, how about a big round of applause for these young guys? These are our youngest junior academy competitors, and boy, oh boy, they face their fears here in this event at 9 years of age.
Oh, yeah. Well, the next cowboy, his name is Tom Bode. And he's joined the little bull they call Morton here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this little bull hasn't been ridden too often. He bucked off Chase Berry at Nowra. He threw off Zaxton Adams down at Orange, and it was also Bobby Berry at Hawkesbury. So he's got a pretty good record, young Morton.
Oh, yeah. Who thinks we can ride the first bull in the Pee Wee division, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, you imagine. Wouldn't it be great to be out early? Get a score,
yeah.
76, 78, be amongst our leaders?
Oh, yeah.
Knowing at the end of the year, these competitors in the Junior Academy are riding for some $30,000.
Whoa, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sit up, cowboy. Sit up, cowboy. What? Whoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you get young Tom Bode a little bit of a pick-up here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more seconds and he would have gone north of 90 in my opinion. Well, the next cowboy hails from Singleton. This is Kaiki Heffen, aka the Wild Thing. And he's on a good little bull they call Ladybug here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let's
Here we go. Come on, Kaiki. Whoa. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about you give that cowboy a little bit of a pickup as well? The Wild Thing, aka Kaiki Heffernan.
Well, we've had 3 out, 3 down. Yet to see our first score in this round of the competition. Kaiki was down at 2.48 seconds. As we roll on to the next contestant, he is loaded with talent. This is another young of the boys from the Hunter Valley from Singleton. You've seen his older brother ride. Now we're up to
Dustin Thomas, and he's on the little bull white called Bloodwood. This cowboy, he's put it up some pretty good scores last year. The gate cracks. Come on, Scone. Hey, hey, look at him go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Well, that cowboy could have rode that bull all the way back to his homestead in Singleton, in my opinion.
Well, we're just waiting for confirmation at this point of time. The screens are saying... Well, we are just getting confirmation from the officials. Now, this is heartbreaking. He has gone for the tail of his rope at 7.96 seconds.
Well, here we go. Clay Thomas, he's on Milkshake. Come on. Ahoy, look at this. Look at this. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for young Clay Thomas here this afternoon?
Well, the Bulls have been dominant. We've had 5 out now. 5 out, yet to see the first qualified score in the Pee Wee division. It is a little hot, it's a little humid, and the Bulls are performing a little over expectations at this point in time.
Oh yeah, this is Guido McGee from Marlborough in Queensland. He's on the bull they call Hard Times.
Yeah, that's right. He's from a little mining city called Moranbah, Queensland.
Hey, come on. Come on, Scone. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you give a hand to Guido when those protection athletes are Sabo?
Well, it's a tough wade from Moranbah, Queensland to Scone in the horse capital of New South Wales. Well, we're going to have to inject a little positive energy here this afternoon, Bo.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to need you to talk to these boys, get a score on the board, get a qualified ride. We're going to refocus and regroup down in chute number 6, the PBR chute, for our next competitor.
Yeah, this is Alistair Nichols from Singleton, and he's joinable label Uncle Timmy. Ladies and gentlemen, who wants to see this cowboy ride a bull? Come on, Scone! Bull! Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our cowboy's debut. How about we give him a bit of a pick-me-up, Scone? How about you put your left hand with your right hand?
Well, we're hoping, we're praying we get our first score in this division.
Oh, yeah.
Still got 4 riders yet to go, and looking down the list, we've got Taylor Brown, Jackson Parrish, Caleb Hall, and Bobby Berry.
Well, this is Taylor Brown, and he's on the ball they call N&M, and we're not talking about the rapper or the lolly.
Well, he's another one of those bulls from the Clifflands Park Roughstock Arena. We saw this bull buck off Charlie O'Halloran back in April of last season up at Armadale.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to scream to the top of your lungs when this gate cracks. Can we do that tonight, Scone? Come on, let's go. The gate cracks, come on, Scone. Come on, whoop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you give that cowboy a hand or two tonight, Scone? That was his very first out, and he's all the way from Dubbo.
Well, we got contestants from all over this little country, and we're going to go to Yarrawonga to our next competitor.
Oh yeah, this is Jackson Parrish, and he's on the little ball they call Wee Man. He's only led one cowboy riding to 8 seconds, and that was young Dustin Thomas for 62 points. Whoop. Ooh.
Well,
Whoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you give that cowboy a hand or two tonight, Jackson Parrish?
well, we're going to put a little pressure on these final 2 contestants, Caleb Hall and Bobby Berry.
Oh, yeah.
We've still got that great voucher to be given away to the winner, yet we've yet to see a score in the competition.
Oh, yeah. Who wants to see these last 2 competitors battle it out this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Scone. This cowboy's gonna do this job if you do yours. When the gate cracks, I need you to scream. Come on, Scone! Let's do this! Come on, whoop! Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's one more man left in this round here, and this is Bobby Berry from Canada, New South Wales. He is on bingo. Scone, how many of you guys want to see Bobby win this afternoon?
Well, of course, his older brother Chase was our junior champion last season, a Pee Wee winner. Now he'd like to replicate
Come on,
his brother.
Scone! Oh.
Well, that's a little disappointing, isn't it, Bo? We've had 11 of our competitors yet to see our first score in the competition. Well, we can't even do a leader uptake on the competition. There was some named cowboys that we saw come down early tonight. I don't think in all the time we've called our Pee Wee division that you and I as a team have not seen a score in the event.
No, not at all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next event is going to be the Junior miniature bull riding.
That's right, it'll be the Can-Am Junior Academy, Junior Division. 12 riders in total. Looking down the list of these divisions, hey, there's some kids that can ride. You look down, we've got Benji Provis from Walker. Young Chase Berry defending his Gold Buckle Championship last year. Ryland Thompson, Levi Craig. And then, of course, Noah Lowe, Nate Wilson, Bailey Craig, Smiley Butler, Hank Nichols, Ashton Mitchell, Ryland Mitchell, and Sonny Heffernan. Hey, Bo, how about you and I have a little wager?
Okay.
After that little rude insult earlier today,
What?
I will bet you a nice smooth, let's say, is Mum and Dad good for $100?
No, they won't.
Would they be good for 10?
Yeah,
Have you got 10 in your piggy bank?
somewhere, yes.
Okay, somewhere. Deep down in your long, long pockets.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm betting you $10 we get a score in this age group.
I bet we will.
Oh, so you're jumping ship. You're not going to bet against me?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. That's going to be a little...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, whoop. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
We just got to clear the arena, and I think we're just about set to go with our first competitor from the information I'm getting. Ryland Thompson should be our first contestant.
oh yeah.
From Whittingham here in New South Wales. And the little bull that he's drawn, it's a bull called Two-Pack.
Oh.
Okay, we're off and running for the young man, Ryland Thompson. Well, things start a little more positive. Hey, how about a big round of applause for the young boy from Whittingham, Ryland Thompson.
Oh yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
We're going to get set to go with Chase Berry.
oh yeah, this is a cowboy who won the Pee-wees last year. And he's on the little bull I call Billy.
Well, this young man was successful our national finals competition. Had only been riding in the junior division of bull riding for a couple of seasons. And what a way to inject himself into the PBR Junior Academy.
Oh hey, let's do this. Oh hey, come on. Come on, Scone. Come on, Scone. Oh yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about for the 2025 Pee-wee champion, Chase Berry? Well, this is Benji Pro Boys. He's on Harry Scary. Come on, Benji. Come on, Benji. Oh, let's... Ooh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you give a round of applause to Benji Pro Boys on the bull they call Harry Scary.
Well, he was a little too strong, a little too tough out of there. Blew his hand out early, disappointing. Not seeing a qualified score for that young cowboy. Well, we're getting set to go with our next contestant, Bo. This boy is another of the stars in our division from Gunnedah, Levi Craig.
Oh yeah, this cowboy's from Goulburn, and he's on the bull 8-4 Party Jam. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's do this. Hey, come on, Levi. Come on, Levi. Come on, cowboy. Come on, cowboy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that cowboy was Levi Craig. How about for that young man from Goulburn?
Well, we'll wait for that. We'll just wait for those numbers to come through, Bo. We may have score of 66 points, 66.
Well, the next cowboy is going to be Noah Lowe from Baraba, and he's on the bull 8-4 Perfect Poison, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's do this. Hey, look at this. Oh yes, cowboy. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Whoop.
Well, numbers have come through, 68 on that occasion, a mark of 68 points to take the lead in the round, Noah, 68.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down to Nate Wilson from Calliope. He's on the bull 8-4 Michael J, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is another one of the Central Queensland boys from Calliope in Queensland. Haven't they bred some bull riders up there? The Bow brothers, of course, the Leather boys, of all from that part of the world.
Oh yeah, here we go. Come on, Nate. Come on, Nate. Oh, hey, come on, Scone. Oh. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, how about for the men in green?
Well, at this point of time, still leading our competition, the boy from Baraba, northern New South Wales, Noah Lowe. Following on in a family tradition, steep in the sport of professional bull riding, is our high mark at this stage, 68 points. Levi Craig with his 66.
Oh yeah, this is Bailey Craig and Patrol Granted. This cowboy's from Gunnedah, New South Wales.
Riding on this occasion from our Ariad partners, great supporters of our Junior Academy this season. These boys all earning the opportunity to vie for a competition at the National Finals, PBR Junior Academy in Tamworth. Staged at the end of this season, competing for a total purse of $30,000 in prize money.
Well, who's ready to see another man go the 8 seconds? Bailey, it's your time to shine, my mate. Come on, let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, ladies and coming in 64 points.
Well, that 64 is going to put him in the top 3 at this early stage. 64 points, 64.
Well, this is Bryce Butler. And he's on the ball they call Sniper. Hey, come on, Scone. Let's make it. Come on. Whoa, around the left. He's hanging on. Whoop.
Man, he showed a lot of grit, determination and will to win on that occasion, though. Something that's been missing throughout the course of today's competition. Well, we have been given a re-ride option. Re-ride option from the officials here this afternoon. A re-ride option.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Smiley Butler is the name of the cowboy. 2 ball flat. Wait, no, sorry. Aston Mistral. Oh.
Well, we'll clear that arena. We'll get set to go with our next competitor, working our way through. It should be Ryland Mitchell, according to my list of young achievers from Golgong in the central west of New South Wales.
Oh, yeah, and he's on the little ball they call Slippery.
Well, he's going to make his ride, his effort from the Bisley Workwear team. You know what? We got some Bisley Workwear fan of the night happening again this weekend.
Ooh.
Later on this evening.
Hey, come on, let's go. Let's do this. Whoa.
Well, the word comes through. It was Ashton Mitchell on that occasion. Well, these two boys are brothers. They make their home out in Golgong. You ever been to Golgong, Bo?
Nope.
A beautiful little town and somewhere nice and quiet that you'd enjoy a pretty laid-back, relaxed atmosphere.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, we're going to come down to our next competitor from the snowy River Caravans.
Ryland Mitchell, the ball they call Slippery.
Well, as we turn our attention down to the big screen, let's see and watch, wait with anticipation. Momentum, big swing in this event, looking to take the lead, better than 68 points in our competition.
Oh, hey, let's do this. Come on, cowboy. Oh, hey. Ooh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, come on, a big round of applause for the young cowboy. What an effort, what a try. Oh, man. This is a little heartbreak story. Touchdown, the Bucky shoots at 6.6. I'm getting confirmation from the officials there will not be a score for that contestant, unfortunately, Ryland. Freehand came in contact with the shoots prior to the 8-second whistle.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come down to the last cowboy here. His name is Sonny Heffernan. He's on the ball they call Donald. Come on, Scone. Let's do this. Hey, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Well, started good, started strong. Maintaining pretty good balance. Just got a little flat on his pockets. Rocked back and forward momentarily.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Smiley Butler. He's on the little bull.
Well, he's still got to beat our high mark of 68 points in the go rounds at this quarter time. He is chasing our event leader, 68 on top, leading the overall competition.
Look at cracks, come on! Why? Look at this! Oh!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, come on, put your hands together for the young cowboy. What a great effort for the young man. That was young Smiley Butler from 2 Mile Flat. We're going to hear a lot more of that young man's commitment, dedication, and will to win. Well, we'll just fade that down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just before we go with our next division, we are getting set to introduce into the arena my co-host here this afternoon, Nathan Day. And I know Nathan's got a very, very special Ariat gift voucher to be presented to our champion in this age group. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big warm welcome to the arena. You've got him down there, Nathan. How about it? We put your hands together for our champion, 68 points, Noah Lowe.
Well, that's right, Glenn. And down here we do have Noah Lowe. Now, Noah, there's yourself, there's your brother. Your dad's a former PBR champion. You had this little bull here tonight. He took you around the arena, brought you back here. Tell us a little bit about the ride and your experience.
Yeah, it went pretty good. It was all right. I was just trying to get some points in riding.
Well, mate, you've done a great job in front of this great crowd here at Scone. In my back pocket, here we have an Ariat voucher. Thanks to our sponsor, Ariat. Please put your hands together for our champion here today, Noah Lowe.
Well, thanks very much. And, of course, a very, very deserving champion in that age group and division as we get set to roll on to the next round of competition. We're getting set to go with the senior division, section number 2.
Doesn't matter what happens to you. Life don't stop. Neither do I.
We're getting set to go with our next division, Bowen. It looks like we are ready to get underway with the next competition here this afternoon. It is the Can-Am Junior Academy Senior Division.
Oh yeah, section number 2. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with a bang. Tulio, the bull that bucked in the first section, has came back. He wants another crack. And he's got the cowboy on top of him they call Nash Goddard. This cowboy won the junior division last year.
Well, Riley Kemp it will be indeed on this occasion. The bull that he's drawn, Goose. Well, it's looking back, our event leaders at this stage in this competition. Bailey George from Singleton is the highest mark score, 78 points, sits on top. Leading the race from young Cody Saw Willow Tree, 74.5.
Oh, yeah. Hey, come on, let's go. Ooh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, even though he came off, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for Riley Camp here this afternoon?
Yeah. 1.76 seconds. 1.7 is all he's going to take home, the young boy from Bundara. Well,
this is the cowboy they call Cassidy Carlin from Bundara, New South Wales. And he's on Maverick.
Yeah, well, this is another of our champions of the PBR Junior Academy. Had a very successful season, 2025. Travelled the length and breadth of our nation to win that converted silver and gold championship buckle. Tonight, Cassidy Carlin would like to embark on another 2026 season at the top of the standings.
Oh yeah, let's do this. Go on, Cassidy. Whoop. Come on, Cassidy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about for Cassidy Carlin?
Well, we'll wait for the judges and the officials. Well, I've had good confirmation on that occasion. Our judges have awarded a re-ride. A second opportunity for the young boy from Bundara, Cassidy Carlin, a re-ride.
Well, next Cowboys to go will be Cody Hollis. And he's going to be on the belay called Rampage. This cowboy hangs his hat in Tamworth. Only 14 years old. Let's go, Cody. Come on, Cody. Come on, Cody.
Well, he threw a little caution to the wind, showed our judges he was in total control throughout that duration of 8 seconds. The young cowboy from Tamworth.
Well, 63 points. 63 points. Well, the cowboy from Glendabrook, Nash Goddard, the 2025 Junior World Champion, and he's on Tulio.
Well, we saw this bull in the first round. They won the opening section of 78.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, Nash. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for Nash Goddard here this afternoon?
Well, he's taken an early exit button. 7.08 seconds is going to see him not qualify on the Clifton's Park rough stock bull, Tulio.
Well, we're going to go down to Braxlow, the older brother of the younger Noah Lowe who won the juniors. He's on Savage. Come on. Go on, Noah. Come on, Noah. Ooh. Well, 5.21 is an 8. But how about you pay me with a little bit of respect? Scone, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for Noah Lowe?
Well, we're going to move our attention down to the Bisley Workwear shoot for our next competitor. Riding on the edge of his seat.
Oh yeah, this is the 15-year-old from Sabrina, Rowan Majorski, and he's on the bull they call No Satisfaction. This cowboy can ride, ladies and gentlemen. So Scone, when the gate cracks, I need you to sound like it's a party in here. Can you do that for me, Scone? Hey, let's do this. Come on, Rowan. Go on, Rowan. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about we give a big round of applause to Rowan for his great try here this afternoon. Great try, Rowan. Well, this is going to be Chase Wells, and he's on a good bull weight called Grim Reaper. He's only 12 and he's from Taroom in Queensland.
Well, he's getting set to ride from our Can-Am bucking shoot, partners of our Junior Academy competition here this weekend.
Well, the gate cracks, come on! Whoa! Whoa, that bull just spun real fast. And Chase's feet just came up from underneath him. How about a massive round of applause for Chase, everybody? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down to the re-ride. Cassidy Carwood. He's on a bull they call Dirty Money. He's only 13 years old. And he's ready to ride one, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Cassidy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Whoop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about 67.5 points for Cassidy Carlin? 67.5 for Cassidy Carlin, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we get to see the celebration dance one more time. That was wild. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've came down to the hometown cowboy, Charlie O'Halloran. And he's on the bull they call Out on Patrol. And this bull, everyone wants to get on him. The hometown cowboy. I think he's going to ride him tonight. What do you think, Scone?
Well, he needs to be more than 78 points if he's to relegate Bailey George in this competition. We'll need Bailey on standby, please, Bailey. It is down to chute number 6. PBR brings us our final contestant.
Come on, let's do this. Whoa.
Well, that is going to wind down our Can-Am Junior Academy Senior Division of tonight's competition. Once we bring up the leaders, looks like it's going to be a great win in the event from the Singleton Cowboy, Bailey George. Willow Tree Cody Searle rolls in the second with a 74.5. Chase Whelan, 73. Hunter Ross, 72.5. Lockie Provis from Walker, 71.5. And young Wiley Roots with a 68 rounds out the top 6 in our competition. But boy, ladies and gentlemen, been a great event. I welcome back into the arena to introduce and award our champion Ariat winner in this age group. It's back to the middle arena. I've got with me here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Day. Nathan, you may introduce our champion.
Well, I'll tell you what, how are we feeling tonight, Scone? Are we enjoying the PBR so far? Well, we just wait for Bailey George to make his way out. And as he comes on out, so Bailey George, mate, we've got a field of 22 here tonight. You came out first. You've held the lead the entire way through. You're a third generation cowboy. You've made the big trip from Singleton all the way down here. Now tell me, you had that little black ball, he went away from your handle left, then he went back into your handle the right. How did it feel? Tell us a little bit about the ride. I love it. We finally got a spinner, eh? Well, once again, thanks to Ariat. Here's your Ariat voucher for winning here in our competition today. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Bailey George.
Well done, young Bailey, and thank you, Nathan, bringing us the inside to our young Cowboys, taking the sport of PBR and our Junior Academy right through the year of 2026.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to reload the chutes, Bo. We are going to get set to go with the second section. This will be the Can-Am Junior Academy Rising Star Division Section 2. 8 riders remaining. And in this event, we look down to the event leader thus far. Bailey Proctor from Brisbane leads 76.5 points. We then roll into second highest score. Trace Mellors from Gracemere, 73.5. And Caleb Sheehan from Cairns sits in number 3 with a 73-point score. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. But the question is Scone ready for Jaden Martin? Whoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's not feeling too good, but how about you give him something to feel better about? How about you put your left hand with your right hand? Shell shocked. What's the name of that bull? Whoa, he's doing the back walk. He's doing the moonwalk. I'd watch out. You know what? The one thing you can't get me to do is Morgs.
What's that, my good friend, Bo?
You know what? The one thing you can't get me to do is
What's that?
get in the arena with a bull.
No, it's a little dangerous. And I think you, like I, are better preserved
Yep.
here on Sideline View. We've got the best seat in the house. We get to live and revisit the stories week after week, time after time.
Oh, yeah.
Generally, we're reasonably lucky with the paramedics.
Oh, yeah.
So I think you stick with me.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy tonight. I'm looking forward to that 7 o'clock start. As advertised and promoted, 7 o'clock tonight is when the big guns, more Australian champions, will turn up here tonight than ever before. Something that we haven't seen here in the Hunter Valley for a long, long period of time.
Hey, watch it! Watch out, Cooper! Cell shocked, is not feeling so good today, buddy. We got some friends, and they'll go home. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next cowboy to let the latch is going to be Liam Burks, from all the way from Tamworth, and he's got a bull like called Scone.
Well, you know, he was our last year 2025 Rising Star Champion of the PBR Junior Academy. What a year. From the very, very start of the season, he led that through the finals, capped it off with a brand new silver and gold championship.
Oh, yeah.
Buckle. Liam Burks, and he has drawn a bull called the Skunk.
And now, this is my best mate also.
You good friends with Liam?
Yep, good friends.
Good. I tell you what, he's a good young man too, doing extremely well in the sport of bull riding competition. And of course, we wish him well tonight. He's riding in this division of our competition.
And his uncle is in the arena as a protection athlete tonight.
Yeah, he's riding from the snowy River Caravans.
Oh yeah, come on!
Big and strong, Liam. Oh man. Well, that is a little tough. That's a little tough to wear. Got him to the outside to spin, the centrifugal force. Rocked him back on his pocket. See how he got back off that bull riding rope? You see the replay. This bull was strong. Got in the air in the front end. See, he jumps high. That gives him a lot more drop, a little more power on that riding arm, and ripped him away from that bull riding rope. Disappointing for our current Rising Star PBR champion.
Watch, whoop, whoop. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I got a trick to get the skunk out of the arena. We all have to yell, "Go home, bull." Can we do that tonight, Scone? Why? Gentlemen, calm down. Whoop. Well, that's one way to get a bull of the arena.
Well, it looks like we're getting set to go with our next contestant in the competition. We are going to take you to Willow Tree.
Oh, yeah. This is Bailey Searle. And he is on the bull they call Devil's Water. And this cowboy can ride very, very well.
Well, taking that bull riding rope, chasing down our event leader, Bailey Proctor.
Let's do this. Whoa. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you put our hands together first and foremost for our protection athletes? What a job. All four involved in that save, and the young man gets to make his way. Momentarily escapes the time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, He's up on his feet. That is the most important thing.
Well, we're going to move down to our next contestant, the young 16-year-old from Miriam Vale.
Yeah, this is Rex Walker. And he is on the bull they call Rage Bates. And he's from the Lazy G Bucking Bulls. First out of the new season for this bull.
Riding in this occasion from the Monster Energy Shoot, one of our event partners, once again for our 2026 PBR Tour, supporting our Junior Academy, as they have week in after week, time after time.
They go cracks, come on ladies and gentlemen. Go on Rex. Come on Rex. Well ladies and gentlemen, how about for Rex Walker and those protection athletes? Well, they did say this bull likes to play rodeo. Well, 66 and a half with an option of a re-ride.
Yeah, just clarify that there was no option of a re-ride, 66.5, Bo, 66.5. Well, we're wearing it down. I believe we're back to the final four in this competition, the final four contestants, and we are going to welcome into the arena Logan George.
Logan George or Masafazu.
Well, it's down to shoot number 6. Once again, PBR, bring us our cowboy.
Come on, cowboy. Go on, Logan. Whoa.
Well, that was Mafusi.
That's a way to get a cowboy off your back.
Well, he was like a bag of wild cats. With, I tell you, there's a young man that knows the rules. There's a young bull rider that knows the system.
Yeah.
What's he done, Bo? Can you explain to the audience what's happened there?
He's asked the judges to review his ride. Now, he thinks that bull may have stumbled, hit himself coming out to shoot, or in the arena. See, a lot of these young men take this sport real serious, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very serious.
Well, I tell you something, his experience has shone through. Our review judge, Mr. Dean Pace, has seen, as you and I have, a re-ride has been awarded for Logan, a re-ride for the Singleton bull rider, Logan George.
Oh, yeah. Well, Riley Fox from Glendale, Queensland, is going to be riding the bull they call Little Eddie.
Well, we saw him at the Sandstone Point in Queensland back on the 31st of December. Failed to qualify up there in our opening event of the year in the Rosing Stars. How about we turn the season around here in the Can-Am Bucking Shoot for our Glendale.
Let's do this. Ooh.
Well, it's a little disappointing. Ended his story here tonight a little premature. We are going to move down to Rokeley, Queensland. Here's a young man that's a third generation bull rider and rodeo contestant, a young man by the name of Harry Armitage.
Yeah, and he's doing a bull they call Ducks on the Pond. Now, this bull He's only allowed one cowboy to ride him.
Yeah, he was ridden last season by one of the Sternbeck brothers from Wotree. Young Kyle rode him. We were up there in April of last season at the Four Seasons PBR event. Kyle marked a 70-point ride on that occasion. Gonna need a little more than 70 to win this event. Bailey Proctor still the event leader. Bailey was out very early. The Brisbane bull rider marked a 76.5 to set the highest of our individual contestants.
Well, Scone, I've got a little bit of a trick to help the bullfighters get this bull out of the arena. All we got to do is yell, "Go home, bull." Can we do that to Saba, ladies and gentlemen? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Go home, bull. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's one of the reasons why I would never go in an arena with one of them. Whoop.
Well, we're going to bring a little army out. We're going to bring in a few of the numbers, few of his travelling partners.
Oh yeah. Who wants to try that trick again? On 3, we gotta yell, "Go home, bull." 3, 2, 1, go home, bull. Up. Here, let's try again. Whoop, never mind. Here, fishy, fishy, fish. Here, fishy, fishy, fish.
Boy, you know this song.
Oh, yeah.
How come you know this sort of music?
A lot of TikTok work.
TikTok.
Yep.
I don't do TikTok. I think I'd get into too much trouble. Okay, we got that arena cleared. We are set to roll on. Roll on to our next contestant.
Oh, yeah, this is Harry Armitage.
Harry Armitage.
And he's on the bull they call Ducks on the Pond. Who
Well,
wants to see this cowboy ride this bull?
Well, he's looking to be better.
Hey, come on, let's do this. Come on, Harry. Round and right. Come on, Harry. Oi.
Well, we're just going to have to wait for the numbers to come through on Harry Armitage. Looked strong, looked a little awkward, however. Comes up with the score in the competition.
68 points for Harry. 68 points.
Well, we winded down to the pointy end of our competition. 76.5 points. Bailey Proctor still the eventual leader. He was out early. He's maintained that lead right throughout the entire competition.
Well, this is Riley Merrill, and he's on the ball they call kick-all from Dean Pace, one of our judges here this afternoon.
Well, he's from a beautiful part of the world. Have you ever visited Gympie on your travels around Australia, Bo?
Pardon?
You ever been to Gympie, the Sunshine Coast?
Oh, no.
But I tell you what, next time I go, I'm going to get you a ticket. You can come with me.
Okay.
Would you like that?
Yes.
Think Mum and Dad would let you come?
Yep.
Well, there's confidence. Role model citizen. You and I'd make we could
Hell
pull
of a
into the
team.
Gold Coast for a little time.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get set to go with him. Riley Merrills. We may visit him in Gympie, you and I one day. However, this little bull's not cooperating too much, Bo.
No, he's not.
Making life a little difficult for young Riley. I saw this young man ride at Bow Desert back in March of last year, 70.5 points. We saw him in Tamworth back in October of last season, rode the Grim Reaper on that occasion, but he's drawn a new one. Kick Owl. Man, nearly would imagine he'd be a little tough to get by on. One thing about our livestock contractors and producers, they breed bulls from all over Australia for this competition.
Who's liking the Canab Junior Academy so far?
Well, it's been good. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Riley. Ooh.
Well,
Kick off.
well, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for the young man all the way down from Gympie, Queensland, taking a no score, Riley Merrills. And I know there's a big portion of our supporters and fans joining us here this afternoon. We are watching our Junior Academy division as advertised, 7 o'clock this evening. We start with the Super League round of bull riders, the best of the best, the Challenge of Champions, riding for in excess of $20,000 in prize money tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But these young men are the rising stars.
One more cowboy to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Logan George. And he's getting on the bull they call White Weapon from Swan Cattle Company. This cowboy's 15 years old. Who wants to see this cowboy ride this bull?
Well, he's another of the third generation George family. Been competing in the sport of rodeo for 3 generations. Born and raised out of Singleton, the coal mining city in the heart of the Hunter Valley. Had big scores last year. We saw him at Tamworth in October. 71.5 points, qualified in Nowra, Orange. He was also at Hawkesbury Bow Desert, and last season in 2025. Looking for big numbers, riding from the Bisley Workwear chute. Gonna need to stack it up a little. Gonna need to chase the big ones. The prize money on offer here this weekend.
I need you to scream when the gate cracks, everybody.
Well, it's a little daunting for these young men, as you can understand. Some of these bulls are generally in their first season of rodeo competition. Takes a little time to get set, readjust.
Logan George from Singleton on board the White Weapon. To win the round, he needs 76 3/4 points.
Well, what's happening? This little bull's not cooperating so much, Bo. What'll happen, our arena director, Mick Gray, will give him 3 opportunities to reset his equipment, reset his rope. Should the bull fail to cooperate over 3 honest and fair attempts, generally they'll award a rewrite or a second bull of selection. That is what we're going through that process at this point of time. Young Logan, more than anybody, wants this bull to stand up.
Come on, let's do this. Whoa.
Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Logan George sadly comes down.
Well, that's a little disappointing in the situation of 4.49 seconds. Well, we're going to go to the leaderboard at this stage. It looks like Billy Proctor with a 76.5. The Brisbane Bull Rider takes out the lead. Trace Mellors, 73.5. Caleb Sheehan from Cairns, 73. Billy Fogg from Burrawa, 72. Darcy Wilton from Muswellbrook, And young Harry Armitage from Ropely rounds out the top 6 with a 68-point score. But ladies and gentlemen, I've got my good friend and co-host Nathan Day with our champion, Bailey Proctor.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think about the rising stars here tonight so far? Put your hands together, please, for our champion rising star, Bailey Proctor. Now, Bailey, who says you need to come from the country to be the best? You come from the centre and the heart of Brisbane. That is unbelievable. Now, there's something tonight about having the first name Bailey and being the first out. We've just seen Bailey George in the last round come out first out of a amount of 22 riders. You've just done the same to win tonight. Mate, how did you feel? What's your thoughts?
It was awesome. It feels good to take the lead the whole way, but just gives me the confidence for the ride tonight. I got another one tonight, so keep my head up and it should be good.
Now, you are a part of the Rising Champions. The next step is to go on as a Monster Energy Tour, one of the elite, one of the professionals. Is that your vision for the future?
Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully I can keep riding the PBR and keep getting the wins.
Well, once again, mate, thanks very much to Ariat. Here's your Ariat voucher and our sponsor, the Rising Stars. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together, Bailey Proctor.